Beautiful, Kirk Douglas stars as Jonathan Shields, a ruthless movie producer who will stop at nothing to reach the top of the Hollywood mountain. His story of drive, vision, success, and comeuppance is told in flashback by three people who owe their success to him, but who hate his guts for the way he treated them. As a result, Bad is less about filmmaking than character pathology. Shields' profession is not incidental, but much insider color notwithstanding, his single-mindedness could describe any similarly driven monomaniac. Focusing on the makers rather than the making may result from being produced when Hollywood was transitioning from the studio system to independent production. No one is certain of their place in the more fluid conditions, and much of the supporting action seems to hover in mid-air. Does Shields own the studio that bears his name, for example, or is he just a successful independent producer? Has the star grooming infrastructure broken down to allow an unknown like Georgia Lorison, Lana Turner, to emerge without preparation? Does Shields' production manager Harry Pebble, Walter Pidgeon, juggle balance sheets with an old-fashioned front office that knows the ropes, or independent investors who haven't a clue? None of these questions affect the action, but they demonstrate that the rules of the all-powerful studio mogul system have morphed into new ones that no one has mastered. The resentments Georgia, director Fred Emile, Barry Sullivan, and writer James Lee Barlow, Dick Powell, feel towards Shields are thus purely personal, not products of creative differences. Georgia overcame her alcoholism to become a star in the glow of Shields' feigned love, for example, but he casts her aside like so much flotsam once the quote-unquote mission of her first film is accomplished. Emile collaborated with Shields in their early grunt work, only to be betrayed on the threshold of making it big. Barlow wrote the script Shields needed only after the latter, accidentally, caused the death of Barlow's wife, who distracted him from his work. Amidst these private animosities, one Hollywood social reality is exposed, probably unintentionally: nepotism. Both Shields and Georgia are the children of former big names. Their backgrounds may be meant to remind us that the industry has been around long enough to produce a second generation of insiders, but they also show how privilege works as a shortcut to success. Jonathan may claim to be a pariah, but he gets started only thanks to his deceased father's connections, and he lifts Georgia out of the gutter only because he respected her actor father. None of which spoils viewer engagement. The action may be twisted, the protagonist unattractive, but the glossy, voluptuous emotional tempest is difficult to resist. Even when it goes over the top, The Bad and the Beautiful provides a thunderously compelling roller coaster ride through lush, maladjusted excess. Those ups and downs tell us as much about Hollywood as they don't about filmmaking.